The former Fees Must Fall activist Bonginkosi Khanyile has been granted 5,000 rand bail. This morning he returned to the Durban Magistrate's Court. Khanyile is accused of inciting public violence on social media during July's civil unrest in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. eNCA's Dasen Thathiah has the latest and joins us now for an update from the Magistrate's Court in Durban. Dasen, so he's out on 5,000 rand bail. What are the conditions that are attached to that bail that he's been granted?
An important one is the suspension, or at least him now not being able to use his Twitter account, and that was where he was quite active during the unrest. So that was specifically stated in that judgment by Magistrate Dasen Thathiah, saying that for now he will not be able to use that Twitter account. He'll also need to present himself at the police station, as is one of the normal conditions. As we understand it, he's currently with his supporters now and his family, making that payment of 5,000 rand to be released. He's expected to leave the courthouse any time now. But, you know, if the mood in the court was anything to go by, there's certainly going to be an even bigger celebration that follows. Khanyile himself was overjoyed, was almost unrepentant as he stood there in the dock and stressed that he would not give up his fight. But let's listen in to what the magistrate had to say as he delivered that judgment today.
It is my considered opinion that bail should be granted. Bail is granted in the amount of 5,000 rand. The conditions attached thereto are that once bail has been paid, the applicant may be released, but he must attend this matter until it is finalized. He must report at Hillbrow Police Station twice a week, on Mondays and Fridays between 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the evening, whilst he is at the Vets University campus. Clarity is important that he should report any time. It can be 6 o'clock in the morning, it can be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or 1 o'clock during the day, but between 6 and 6 in the evening. If he is in Durban, he is to report at Durban Central Police between the same hours, 6 in the morning and 6 in the evening. Further condition is that he has to suspend and or not to use his Twitter account for the duration of this matter.
And Dasen, we know he remains defiant and stands strongly with, the former president Jacob Zuma, and also not mincing his words in support of the former president. What did he have to say after the bail decision was delivered by the magistrate?
Well, tell us, if you know Bonginkosi Khanyile, you'll know that he's never been one to mince his words, even during his time as a Fees Must Fall activist. And even then, even after being charged with public violence, he didn't stop speaking out and speaking his mind. Today was absolutely no different. In fact, it was his vocal nature that had landed him in court in the first place, because you'll recall that it was those videos that had circulated with him addressing groups of people and allegedly calling for a that he had made earlier on in the day as well. It seems to be the narrative that he's chosen to take today. So he made that statement twice in the dock. I'm hoping that I get to chat to him when he leaves, just to get some context around those statements. But in terms of the case itself, he will be expected to be back in court here on the 23rd of September, and that's when his matter will continue. That's the matter of the incitement of public violence. You remember he also was contravening the the disaster regulations for not wearing a mask. And yeah, that's when we expect to find him back in the dock.
All right, thank you for that. eNCA's senior journalist there, Dasen Thathiah, reporting from the Magistrates Court in Durban.